XCN Onyx coin. I hope you're buckled up. I hope you're seated and have on your seat belts because things are about to get crazy. And it's not going to be that far away before things start to change for the future of XCN. They've already been putting in the work. The team has already had their heads down, building, developing throughout this entire market conditions, the terrible market conditions that we have for the next potential bull run, altcoin season, you name it. They have been putting in that work. The community, you guys have been supporting, content creators, the team, using the protocols, participating in the ecosystem with the DAO, the decentralized autonomous organization. Well, we have a new tweet from the XCN team that March 27th, the Goliath mainnet public version goes live. We have a date announced. And like I said, guys, we're going to see how this goes. My vision for XCN here is, to be very realistic, but I see, I see basically a reimagining of what took place for XRP in 2015. Was not in crypto around those time frames, but those are the type of opportunities that took place in crypto. And I really would think it does repeat for altcoins specifically now, not just meme coins, not just, one or two projects here and there, but I mean for the entire space. There's just this crazy wealth effect that took place in 2020, 2021, for example, in 2015, but we haven't seen anything like that ever again. This previous bull market was the weakest bull run we've ever seen. It was the worst, the toughest, especially for altcoin holders. If you didn't adapt, right? Because I follow both sides of the market. I follow the degens on Solana that trench in the Solana trenches and use their soul to buy, meme coins on Pump Fund or Solana in general, or altcoins, not altcoins, but like utility use case projects with the quotations, if you want to call them that, on-chain, right, projects. And I also follow and pay attention to the altcoin holders, the XRP people, our XRP army, XLM, the people that believe crypto should be about utility, use case, value. I follow both sides because I'm tapped in, right? And I want to see the success for this entire industry. So this is going to be a massive move from here. I'm not screaming because I don't want to blow your ears out on this news that is announced today, right? But this is massive for XCN. And I think, like I said, the team have been building for a long time. So this is, what will end in, what will result in more fundamentals, more utility, more value brought to the XCN network, and it makes it more fundamentally sound for new investors, and it gets them even closer to achieving their roadmap, their goals of, onboarding corporate investors, traditional finance investors, enterprises, corporations, and obviously retail investors like us as well have the chance to participate in that, in their roadmap, and see that success, right? Like I said, XCN, in my opinion, could potentially get to those levels, could rival, could be friendly competition to like an XRP, get as big as like XLM, XRP, right? Those types of projects, HBAR, right? Get to those levels where it's, just so retail friendly, where there's, just this constant influx of new people to crypto. They're bullish on XRP, XLM, HBAR. They're bullish on XCN, right? So Goliath mainnet going live is massive news, like extremely massive news. I wanted to scream in the microphone and express my excitement, but I don't want to blow your ears out. So I had to calm down and be like, okay, this is great, right? This is what you love to see. This is what you want to see in the space. You want to see teams, projects that are building and delivering through these market conditions. Those are the ones that more than likely will have good success going into the next cycle, the next bull run, the next alt season, you name it. It's from Bearded Crypto. XCN is about to get interesting. Let's see who gets onboarded, right? Oh man, I can't follow new people today. But I see if Bearded Crypto follows me, I have to follow him back. I have to do the homework on that. So XCN is about to get interesting. Let's see who gets onboarded. Goliath is coming soon. March 27th, my apologies. Goliath is incoming. This is from Money Things right here. Some TA on XCN. As you can see, guys, from this previous low here, you could see a move to 18 cents for XCN. That's a 42x if you round it off. And I think that's very realistic. I don't think that's, out of the realm of possibility. Like I said, I've been saying in previous videos, you can see a 10x here to 5 cents, 10 cents, 30 cents. So basically in the middle of my conservative bull run targets or alt season targets, 18 cents per XCN. I think that's possible here, right? And like I said, I'm not telling anyone to overinvest. I'm telling you guys, hey, don't overinvest in any project. Manage your risk, because you remember, nothing is guaranteed in the space. Anything in crypto could go to zero if it's not Bitcoin, right? That includes XCN. But what I like about XCN is that they're consistently building, they're consistent with the updates, they're consistently creating fundamentals for the project. And if crypto is really if crypto really is supposed to focus on utility and value, well, XCN has that. And if we're really going to get mass adoption, well, XCN has a protocol that should benefit from mass adoption, right? So as you can see right now, we're having a bounce in the price for XCN, 205, right? Like I said, I think 100,000 XCN is a good bet to make. I'm not telling anyone to overinvest here. Just sitting under $190 million in market cap. Volume up to 196% on volume for XCN, sitting under $60 million in volume. This is crazy. 196% up in volume, right? And again, even if you top blast here and get your 100,000 XCN, this is not a top blast at all, right? How much is it up in the past? 6% up in the past 24 hours. You're good. You're fine, right? So 100,000 XCN right now is $501, $502, right? This is the amount. Like I said, I'm never telling anyone to overinvest. It's not going to make you, put you in debt. It's not going to make you say crypto ruined my life if you lose money like this. $502, you can make that back, right? If you can't, you better go get a job, get 2 jobs or something, man, right? So let's say we have 100,000 XCN and the potential of the project goes according to Money Things TA. It goes to Money Things TA, and then we see that move to 18 cents for XCN, right? Very simple math. 100,000 times 18 cents, you make $18,000 in the future with XCN, right? That's fantastic ROI. Fantastic ROI. If you have 1 million XCN, you have more risk involved, more money involved. Obviously, you make way more ROI. You make $180,000, 10x more, right? But like I said, I'm not telling anyone to overinvest in any project. I think 100,000 XCN is a great bet. It's better than the average person out there. There's no retail investors in the space. For you to have 100,000 XCN, you're ahead of billions of people. Think about that. Because there's no retail investors here. There's no new retail interest. The retail interest is near negative, or at negative, I should say. So now is a good time, like I said, to DCA in the projects that you believe in, right? 100,000 XCN becomes $18,000 in ROI. That's fantastic. You know why? Because guess what? Now you could take profits for yourself to, handle some debts, pay some bills, and you could reinvest that money back into the market. That's the power of compounding gains. So I think XCN is in a great spot. Overall market, guys, they think that we're about to have this move that took place in 2022, the previous bear market year of 2022. I don't know if the market makers are gonna make it that easy, where everything just plays out like a simulation. I don't know. If it's going to be that easy, as soon as I see the candle comes back down to maybe like 65K, I put in a short and then boom, I make a lot of money. I don't know if they're gonna make it that easy, but I guess bears have their euphoric moments just like how bulls have their euphoric moments, right? Where it becomes easy to be a bear, and in bull market it's easy to be a bull. So we'll see. CW has different opinions to this. There's a lot of people that are tweeting this pattern here, so I'm watching. I'm not sure what happens, but I'm playing it by ear. I just wanted to bring it to you guys to show you what's potentially could happen in Bitcoin, because I see this a lot. Whereas I see outliers like CW here saying BTC bull market signals have already appeared. The bull market has resumed after. In my opinion, it's been a bear market since last year. Not even October 10th, but just maybe middle of last year, it's been a bear market. So we'll see, man. We also have for MicroStrategy still buying more Bitcoin. 2,000 Bitcoin for the strategy company. And, even if it's just one person buying Bitcoin, it's more than nobody buying Bitcoin, right? So this is bullish for Bitcoin. If we got one person buying billions of Bitcoin still, it's still bullish for Bitcoin, man. So that's good for the overall market. So XCN Goliath mainnet March 27th. This is fantastic news, man. So keep an eye. I'll keep you guys updated as always. Keep an eye on things for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join my Discord. Follow me on X. Subscribe to my Clips channel. All linked in the description. It really helps out when you support these links, guys. It really does. So please support these links. I don't charge you guys for any paywalls or anything. If you want to do like super thanks donations or become a channel member, that's up to you. I don't force that. Forced to have you go put you behind a paywall or anything like that. So supporting the links, subscribing, liking to the channel, commenting, following me on X, subscribe to the Clips channel, joining my Discord really helps out, right? So thank you guys so much. None of this is financial advice, and I'll catch you in the next video.